comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Grab behind the line. It's Douglas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Morton. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Douglas.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Morton. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Makes the grab right down the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And a first down.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fires to the big fella. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the 1st down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The give on the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Morton. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Moss. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it in down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. He's got him still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up.
Right down the boulevard. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Udo. He breaks a tackle.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
The kick is on its way. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Douglas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Virgil. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Red Raiders are in the red zone. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the air, it's Morton. Gets open down the middle. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He's got the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Got a man, it's Moss. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Udo. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
First and goal, Sun Devils.
And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They want that clock to run. Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Morton. That's reeled in, it's Virgil. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's another 1st down.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. He's got it. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Pulls it in. It's Tyson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's McLean. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Offense is now set up in the red zone.
And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.